Hello dear students, today let's start our first semester classes. Today we are going to learn the fourth chapter, that is atomic structure. You are already familiar with the term atom. Let's learn more about atom and its structure in detail. Just as a building is made up of bricks, similarly, all elements are made up of atoms. Atoms, building blocks of matter. An atom is the building block of all types of matter. You are aware that anything which occupies space and has mass is matter. But do you know, the smallest particle of matter is the atom. In fact, everything on this earth is made up of atoms. It is the atom of an element that takes part in the chemical reactions. Therefore, in science, it becomes important to know about the atom and its structure. The atoms cannot be seen by our naked eyes. However, there are experimental proofs about the existence of atoms. We can see these atoms by using very powerful electron microscope. In ancient times, Indian and Greek philosophers were puzzled about the nature of matter. That is, they were confused about the nature of matter. Gradually, the idea developed that all matter must be made up of some basic elements. In ancient times, water, earth, fire, air, and sky were thought to be the 5 fundamental elements. But we know now that an element is a pure substance made up of only one kind of atoms and has a definite set of properties. Maharshi Kanad's views on atom. Kanad was a great Indian philosopher, lived during 600 BC. He was considered as the father of atomic theory. According to him, matter consists of indestructible particles called Paramanus. Maharshi Kanad stated that matter around us is made up of very tiny indivisible particles called Paramanu. Param means ultimate and Anu means particle. That is the ultimate particle which is indivisible. Indivisible means we are not able to cut them. A Paramanu does not exist in free state. Rather, it combines with other Paramanus to form a bigger particle called Anu. When 2 Paramanus combine together, we'll get Anu. The Paramanus are now known as atom, and this Anu is known as molecule. When atoms combine together, we'll get molecule. It is same as when Paramanus combine together, we'll get Anu. There are different types of Paramanus. Each one of them exhibit specific properties. Different types of atoms exhibit different types of properties. Atomic theory by Democritus. Democritus was a Greek philosopher who lived during 400 BC. He called the Paramanu as atom, which comes from the Greek word atomos, meaning indivisible. Here he named the Paramanu as atom. Now let's learn about Dalton's atomic theory. In 1808, John Dalton, an English scientist, described the atom as the smallest particle exhibiting all properties of a particular element. The main features of Dalton's atomic theory are All matter is composed of extremely small particles called atoms. Whatever be the substance, whatever will be the matter, everything is made up of extremely small particles called atoms. Atoms of a given element are identical in size, mass and other properties. Let's take an example. If you are considering a gold atom, all the gold atom will be having identical size, means same size and same mass, and chemical and physical properties also will be the same. Atoms of different elements differ in size, mass and other properties. If you are considering an oxygen atom and a hydrogen atom, these are atoms of different elements. So they will be differing in their size, mass and other properties. Atoms cannot be subdivided, created or destroyed. That means atoms are indestructible. We can't create or destroy or subdivide an atom. Atoms of different elements combine in simple whole number ratios to form chemical compounds. Let's consider an example, that is water molecule H2O. In the case of H2O, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atoms combine together to form H2O. Here we are having the ratio 2:1. That is, there are 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom is there. So atoms of different elements combine in simple whole number ratios to form chemical compounds. In chemical reactions, atoms are combined. They will be either combined or separated or get rearranged. The latest research work about atoms have proved that most of the features of Dalton's atomic theory are incorrect. But Dalton was right that atoms take part in chemical reactions. Studies and discoveries in the late 19th and early 20th centuries showed that atoms are divisible. That means we are able to cut an atom. According to John Dalton and Democritus and Maharshi Kanath, they thought that we can't cut an atom. But from the later research, we understood that we can cut an atom. And these atoms are composed of still smaller particles. They are known as the subatomic particles. The 3 main particles present in an atom are electrons, protons and neutrons. Electrons are having a negative charge, a proton is having a positive charge and neutron is having a neutral charge. The subatomic particles are also called fundamental particles. The central nucleus consists of protons and neutrons, it containing almost all the mass of the atom. Nucleus. The nucleus of an atom is very small compared to the size of the atom. Electron. The electrons are orbiting outside the nucleus in the electron shells. The electrons are moving in electron shells at a very high speed. The existence of subatomic particles was proved by the fact that an atom is electrically neutral, but it can be made to gain a positive or a negative charge. Why is an atom electrically neutral? Number of electrons in an atom is equal to the number of protons in an atom. The charge of electron is negative and the charge of proton is positive. Hence, the atom is electrically neutral. This means that an atom must contain tiny particles, each carrying a positive or a negative charge, These opposing charges balance each other under ordinary conditions to make an atom electrically neutral. Today's homework: mention briefly the silent features of Dalton's atomic theory. Write the answers in your notebook. Thank you.